Talk Radio.
Welcome to Spirit Medium, Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. How are you tonight? It is May 16, 2016, and a beautiful evening here in Southeast Florida. I have some people on the switchboard, that are from Southeast Florida, but also people from all over the place. We have a Laura here, a Veronica here, an Eduardo here. We have Fran here, and then we got other people popping in from all different area codes, and I don't know their names. Maybe Susie will get them. Speaking of Susie, she's only going to be here at the beginning of the show. Susie, I'm going to miss you. But Susie's having a beautiful evening. She is at a nephew's graduation, I believe. Is it a nephew, Susie? I hope I'm saying it right. I think it is a nephew. Anyway, welcome to the show. So there is a website for the show, and I've also taken the material that's on that website and I put it in the chat room. The website for the show is spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can do 4 different things. The first one is get a 25% discount on a private reading with me. The second is be in to win a monthly contest for a private reading with me, private session with me. The third thing is to jump the gate. If you donate $8, if you have an urgent matter that just can't wait, donate $8. And you can jump the gate. That's item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And item 4, brace yourselves, guys and girls. You can actually watch a live video feed of me. And this evening I look good. Whereas most of the time I always looked exhausted. Tonight I look really good. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because I've been dancing more these days. Kind of clears out all the toxins from your system. But tonight I look a little bit more rested and actually feel a little more rested. So anyway, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for coming. So the show will go as follows. For the first 15 minutes or so, I will be focusing on a subject of current interest. I will do a meditation, prayer, energy connection, and then I will do a channel message for the group. I already did a little channeling on that. And I hope that what they said they're going to do, because it sounded really interesting. The entities that come through for the show are called the Ones, WONES, and they have to do with evolving to one's optimal actualization, having what you want on Earth, make it simply put, helping you attain your dreams. So that is what the Ones are. And so what is the focus subject? I'm a little nervous to talk about the focus subject. There's so many things I could talk about. But like, for example, I had some fantastic sessions, other side connections over the last few days that were just mind-blowing. I could go in that direction, but I could also go in another direction of something that maybe a lot of people are not aware of, both men and women. It has to do with power over other people, misogyny, which is pretty much a man hating women, and usually it's because he had a dysfunctional relationship with his mother, and probably a father, maybe a passive father or an absent father. And the reason I'm thinking about that lately is because I got embroiled myself in something like that, which I've known the person for quite a long time, but it just recently occurred to me that the reason there was so much conflict between myself and this person is because perhaps my own issues, but also because of his issues in having the idea of male privilege, which is an aspect, a very important aspect of abuse. And it could be the other way around. It could be a woman who hates men, and then one of the aspects of abuse is female privilege. Okay, so it could be either way, male privilege or female privilege, but I'm just going to talk about one side of it right now for the sake. You can, if you want to switch it around, you can switch it around. But basically, there's certain characteristics, and one of them is, I do this for you, and now I have tabula rasa with you. Like I give you a gift, or sweep you off your feet, and now you have to do everything I want when I say to do it, because women should be agreeable and easygoing. Okay, and I have had this said to me. I've had this done to me, and all the while I didn't understand what was going on. The reason I'm bringing it up is maybe things like this are going on in your life, or something like this. And it could be mirrored into many different kinds of relationships, not just intimate interpersonal relationships, but it could be in business relationships. But basically, it's an unfair deal. Okay, so the man feels privileged to the woman, and in particular will try to romance her, sweep her off her feet, usually will be gift giving and manipulative to control, and then have rights or privileges. So this man might be very, very generous, for example, but he didn't ask the woman what she wanted. He just gave her a lot of gifts so that she would feel indebted, and then he would have tabula rasa with her, or blank slate to do what he wants to do. I'm going to bring up the article. There's an article on Spirit Medium TV about this. But one of the interesting aspects of it, and this is, I think, typical of an abusive relationship, is one party is pretty darn nervy. It could be the woman towards the man again. I won't just say it's man towards women. But like, for example, in this kind of behavior, a misogynist, he's going to tell the woman that she should be easygoing and agreeable. He's going to try to manipulate her by giving her gifts. But then when he doesn't want to collaborate with her, doesn't want to discuss things with her, he's just going to be a blank wall, disappear, and do whatever he wants. He might have extramarital or extra relationship affairs, or want other females in bed with him. He would be fun, exciting, and charismatic. Might have a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde personality. So you're on a roller coaster with this kind of a person. One moment he's romancing you, making you feel like you've just got beautiful fresh air blowing in your face and in your hair. And the next moment he's like, I got to go now, and you should behave while I'm gone and don't ask any questions. Comes on very strong in the beginning of the relationship, but then would just, like I mentioned a few times, sort of disappear, would be preoccupied with sex and sexually controlling, because that's another element of this kind of relationship, is control, and sex can be another way to control someone. Let's see if there's anything. There were a few more things that are interesting I haven't really mentioned. A roller coaster I mentioned. Must always win. This person is not flexible. That's one of the elements of an abusive relationship, is your partner refuses to be collaborative. It's got to be his way, or in the other way around, it would be her way. The other person's opinions, needs, what have you, have no effect on the outcome, or should have no effect on the outcome. Nice to others but treats you badly, shows no respect, and tells you how to behave. So this is just one kind of abusive relationship. It's important to be aware, because if you are in a relationship that's not working, it may not be all your fault, and that would be another aspect of this. Like, for example, let's say you're always feeling angry, right? And your partner tells you it's your fault because you weren't easygoing and agreeable. Meanwhile, he's banding other women in front of you, manipulating you with gifts and romance and sex, being there for you one moment, next moment dropping like a hot potato, and you're on this roller coaster. And then he says to you, you have to be easygoing and agreeable and never get angry. Well, how could you never get angry? Well, you do have responsibility for being there, and you're going to remain in that kind of situation until you're more aware of it. And in Western society, it's a little bit more, it's not as dramatic. For example, in a Muslim society, it's way blown. It's so obvious to us in the Western world. So as I was thinking about this yesterday, turned on CNN, and lo and behold, as fate would have it, CNN was portraying this story of a young Muslim woman who had passed as a boy up until she reached 12, 13 years old. Her father allowed her to dress as a boy, play sports as a boy, and have all the freedom and all the rights of a male in that society. However, when she got to be, pubescent, then she had to, when she entered puberty, she showed that she was a female, and she had to dress and behave as a female. And she said the elements of contrast were painful because it was horrible for her to lose her freedom, have to stay indoors, all the things that go on in that society. So it just kind of dramatized it. So the point here is that in our society, it could be very subtle and you could be very confused. You could be in a one-sided relationship where a person is attempting to dominate and control. Perhaps they have had a bad relationship with a parent of the same sex, so for the rest of their life, they're out to control situations. Parent of the opposite sex, and so for the rest of their life, they want to control situations with people or members of the opposite sex because they don't want to be dominated or abused by them. So actually, this behavior is coming from a feeling of vulnerability and loss. So it's important for us as consumers of relationships to have empathy, but also to have awareness so that if we are choosing our relationships, we choose them wisely and not be bamboozled or fooled into a situation where you think it's love, but really it's just control. I, in my own life, have done that twice. I hope I'm more aware now. I hope I am more aware. But as an example to you, there's always a new lesson. There's always a new lesson. So don't feel badly if you've entered into a relationship like that and don't know how to get out of it. You can get out of it but the first step to get out of that is to increase your awareness of what you're in. Okay. So that's my public service announcement for the evening. All right, so it's about 10 after the hour. We're going to do our little meditation now. We're going to get our group message. Oh, goody, oh, goody, oh, goody. So I'd like everybody listening to please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to gently relax, breathing in and breathing out from your abdominal area, letting go of any stress or tension that you might have. I would like you also to start thinking about what you want today during the show. If you want a connection to the spirit world, an other side connection, or if you're here to ask about your own life or someone in your life. In other words, about the here and now, this world. So start to focus on what you need answers to from the world of spirit, from our guides, our angels, or if you want a connection to someone in spirit. And as you do that, I will go off and do the prayer. Please call in your loved ones from the other side if that's what you're looking for, and think of your questions if that's what you're looking for. I'll be right back. Good. Okay, what I need you now to do is on your next exhale of breath, I need you to release into the space we're in your energy, and I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay. A lot of light blue in the audience, which is a color of communication and or peacefulness. So maybe it'll be a peaceful show tonight. Who knows? Okay, so let me bring in the ones. 1 second, please. We are here. We are the ones. We have come to speak with all of you. We are the ones. We are always talking about love, love in your life, love of self, and using principles of love to attain your deepest dreams, and also to remove or detach from what you perceive to be a nightmare. There is no such thing as a nightmare. There are only attitudes towards situations. When you evolve, as you evolve, you understand more about how to detach and how to view everything as neutral. There is nothing positive or negative. There's only your opinion about it. So the next time you are realizing that something is upsetting you, or that you are feeling upset by a particular situation, rather than let the situation run you, rule you and control you, it is best to go into meditation so that you can relax through it and also set intention with the universal mind, taking back your power, as it were, rather than being a victim, but rather being proactive so that you may become victorious. So each and every one of you, each and every day, has situations that make you believe that there is something good and that there is something bad. We would like to remind you that there just are things. There just are events. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. Everything just is. And as a co-creator with universal mind, you, as a human being, have the opportunity to set intention. This is done in deep meditation. And when you are in deep meditation, if you were to send from your third eye out to the horizon instructions that the universe should carry out, you would find that you would realize that life is different than you formerly believed, that life is really a matter of your attitude and your creative power. Namaste. Well, that's a nice one. I've been doing that myself a lot lately, taking control of the situation. Okay, I'm going to go to Fran, who's wanting an other side connection. And we also have Margaret, who's wanting other side connection. Oh, I'm actually on time this evening. Isn't that cool? Going to Fran. Hey, Fran.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetie. All right. So let's go to you, Fran. You're wanting a mother. You're wanting an other side connection. I was going to say a mother side connection because they keep thinking that your mother is here over and over and over again. I don't know. A mother side connection. I was saying that to you before. Your mother's here. Your mother's here. She's like, all right. Let's see if I could pull some details in about her. She's a very loving person, very kind person, is what your mother's saying about herself. She really wasn't into your business a lot. She laughs a little bit. She says you and her got along pretty well, and she knew how to control her temper quite a bit. She wasn't a difficult person to get along with, and she swallowed a lot of pain, a lot of grief during her lifetime, and not speaking up for herself. She says, you know how to speak up for yourself. That's one thing you learned on your own, but not from her. Make sense, please?
Yeah, it's true, but she learned to speak up.
She did finally. Okay, good. But you learned on your own, she says, and she's very proud of you for learning how to do that. She says, my beautiful daughter, my beautiful child. She says you had the most beautiful eyes as a little girl, showing me you from her perspective. I have no idea why she's doing this, but you from her perspective is a beautiful face that you have, your oval eyes, your oval face, white, beautiful porcelain skin, and your beautiful, beautiful eyes. She says your eyes are like the eyes of an angel. She says, I know that you don't. She says, I know that you don't see them that way as I do, but to me, your eyes are the eyes of an angel, and I look into your soul when I look into your eyes. And she says, and by the way, I'm looking into your eyes a lot. She says, I come into the house, I come in, I'm around you sometimes, I look at you, I look at the house, I look at the furniture and the way you've used it. You've done a lot of cleaning up the place that you live in. You're very good with decorating and setting things straight and keeping things organized. She likes what you've done with the house.
Good.
Yeah. So that would mean, have you done something recently in the house or just in general, just for confirmation purposes, please, Fran?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of decoration.
All right, good. So
and I did change the bedroom flooring.
All right. Do you have any of her furniture in the house? Because it feels like that the way she's talking about this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like as if you've taken some of her pieces and you've kept them and you've done well with them. She's very happy and pleased with that. And because she goes right there, and at least they're getting some good use, she's saying, because I have no use for them anymore. She also, she's not, usually souls come in one way. On the show, they usually come in with a visual first of what they look like, but I let them do what they want to do. because it makes for, it's more interesting, but it also, I need to allow this process of mediumship to be dynamic. Otherwise, we all get bored, and spirit is not that controllable. Believe it or not. I can say a couple of things, but one of the things I do feel is in her chest that she had some heart problems. Do you understand that, please? Heart.
Yes, absolutely, Laura.
All right. Well, she keeps showing me that over and over again, and problem, pain in her chest. And I also feel that she did things for it before the actual time where she transitioned, that she was taking some medication or something like that. And she's talking about getting air into her lungs, oxygen into her body, and allowing herself to get the blood circulating. It was very difficult towards the end. Blood vessels were very constricted, and she was actually in a lot of pain. She's saying, as if she could feel problem with circulation. Do you understand, please? Pain, please, from Mom's body. Okay.
Yes.
She asks now also that you forgive her for something. See, something about a young girl. Somebody. If it's you or somebody else. Do you have a sister in spirit, honey?
Yes, I do. Not in spirit, but
on Earth?
I do have a sister on Earth.
All right, well, something going on with that. Let me see if she wants to talk about it. Mom, your sister is a good girl, but I gave her more than I gave you. Feels like she's younger than you, your sister, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So she kind of doted on your sister and didn't give you as much attention growing up, and she wants to say she's sorry for that because you deserve more attention than she gave you. And she says you're a beautiful soul with a heart of gold. And she says you've suffered from that on and off. She says, I know you've forgiven me for that. She says, however, it's important for me to acknowledge that for you so that you get your validation that I've heard you and that I know that you're doing well. There's also someone under you, as if you have a son or a grandson. Is that correct, please?
Yes, 2 sons and a grandson.
Oh, wow. You really got it all going on there, Fran. All right, let me see. I want to come to a personal message because it feels like I need to do that with you. And there's also an M name, like an MAR name that floats around the situation that's developing. All right, let me see if I'm... Mommy?
MAR.
Yeah, like a Marion. Do you know anybody like that, love?
Man, Stephen's middle name is Mark, M-A-R-C.
Well, that's fine, then. That's what it is. She just gave me the MAR. I didn't want to make it a man or a woman. I just wanted to give you exactly, because she only showed me MAR. I heard Marion, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's that name from where I'm at right now and giving names to people. They give me a way to plant the name, but they don't give me everything correct. So MAR. Okay, Mark, then that's the middle name of one of your sons, is that?
Yes.
Okay. She was going to go to something here about you and your own life and something you're wanting, something you're working towards, something you're achieving. All right, hold on, Fran, then we'll go on to the next person. You're getting ahead. You're getting ahead. You're doing well. And she uses the word school or school of life. I don't know, maybe you're studying something or learning something new. She says you're very bright. She says just get a little bit more organized about what you want to accomplish, and you will do it. It feels like it has something to do with money and enterprising and perhaps even real estate. But you're very smart, Fran, and she's acknowledging your enterprising nature. Does that make any sense to you, honey?
No, I'm not doing any business on my own.
Okay. Is money good for you?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I can't complain about it.
I can't complain. All right. Well, she gives me the feeling like you're okay. So I want you to listen to this, because if it's not being recognized now, it might be something coming up. But I get the feeling that you're either wanting to learn something or that you just learned something, and that it has to do with making money or it's enterprising in some way. And I will leave you with that to plant a seed about that. Okay?
Okay, Laura.
All right.
Good.
All right, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for calling in, love. Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye. Okay, and we will go to Margaret, who's wanting an other side connection. First, I got to open the phone lines now, don't I? Hey, Margaret. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing great, honey. Thank you so much. All right. So let's see who's there for you, my dear. Margaret 931.
Yes.
Okay, Margaret. Mother. There's a family member here. It's what I see right now is a female. She looks like, okay, I can see her face better now. She seems to be showing me herself. Well, I can't really say when this is or what the time frame is, but she's showing me a vision of like being near the water right now on a pier, and she's wearing a dress. She's a little bit bulky in the midsection of her body, like a little bit extra weight, if you will. Some in the stomach area. Breasts are even to the body, not huge. She's not like overly buxom, if you will, but she's thick, thick in the torso. She's got grayish hair. It's cut about under the chin to mid-length. It's got mostly layered. No, mostly blunt, but there's a little bit of layering, and there's some bangs. The face, the face is interesting. She's got, I don't know how to, I can hardly describe these things, Spirit. I wish it gave me a way that I could just draw it. Okay. She has even features, Anglo-Saxon or even looking, like the nose doesn't hook down. It's more like a scoop up, fleshiness at the tip, nice nostrils, not flaring nostrils, nice nostrils. She's got beautiful doe lips, even featured. And she's got, the forehead goes straight up. She's got a squarish, roundish face. She's she's adding in, I'm highly intelligent. Okay, now.
Is she my grandmother?
Could be. Does she have, now I didn't also say that she seems to have a brown hair, mid-tone brown in the undertones of the hair, and then she has white with that. Could be a grandma. So did grandma have nice features, please? Anglo-Saxon looking? With a squarish, roundish face?
Kind of, but my aunt did too.
Okay, well, I'm going to go down a little bit.
My aunt just passed. My grandmother passed in '89. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the soul give me more information. Okay? And then we'll see who it is. Okay? So who, I'd like you to tell me some more, please, in spirit, who you are. What you look like. Well, I already have what you look like. That's pretty, we went on about that. She's pretty thick in the midsection, a little bit extra weight on her. Not huge bust line, but not flat either, okay? She's got she's got a little bit of she's not particular, I mean, she's wearing a dress there, and it's like a gingham print or something. Wind's blowing in her face. Looks like she's in a seaside area. I don't know if that has any bearing on anything from your perspective, but I'm trying to give you something specific about health, children. She also has to her more of a tomboyish feel versus being super, super feminine. But she is wearing a dress, just saying. I don't even...
That probably would be my aunt.
I think so, because she's the one that passed most recently. She's not showing me yet more distinctive information, but I will get it. 1 second. She likes to travel a lot. She's very industrious with her time. She doesn't let a moment pass her that she's not doing something or planning something. She says you're very much like her. You like always to look for new things and new stimulation. You consume information rapidly, as she did, digesting information. But traveling was her passion, and if she wasn't literally on a trip, then she was always studying a new subject, going somewhere, on a mental journey as well as a physical journey. She likes children. She does have children of her own. They're left on Earth. She says they miss her very much. They haven't gotten used to her transition just yet. And I'm trying to I get something to do with the lungs. Let me see if I can get exactly what it is. The lungs. She's not giving it to me right now. The only thing I have to say, in addition to feeling in the lungs, something coming in from behind her body, like I just can't understand what that is. But maybe she'll tell me in a minute or so. She's giving me a variety of different things, but they're so soft and transparent that I won't say them yet. She has to make them stronger. Hint, hint, Aunt. You'll have to make them stronger for me, love, if I'm to know if I'm to say them. Okay. She also says there's something about her thyroid that bothered her. Do you understand anything about thyroid? Either it looks like slow, probably, not fast, but slower. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, yeah, she had a number of health issues.
Okay, well, one of them is thyroid issues, thyroid control was very, very difficult. She also has bowel issues, something with her lower intestines is troubling her. There's a couple of other issues that are going on in her body. Towards the end, she says she wasn't able to get, you have to give us such details, Aunt? She wasn't able to get control of her bowels, she says. She's telling me this.
And you're right. This is definitely my aunt.
Yeah, I was like, I was unable to get towards the end of my life. She says it was actually very, very unpleasant for me. She says, you were very kind to me, Margaret, in that you did come to visit me. You did look in on me as best you could. Of course, you're not my own offspring. She does have offspring children of her own, but you were able to come or somehow look in on her, and she really appreciates that. I also see you brought like maybe some soup or, little things like that to help her out. She says, you're my favorite niece. She says, yeah, she said, thank you so much for looking in on me. She says, you're, in some ways, you were more attentive to me than my own children. She says, although I wouldn't say negative things about my daughter or anybody else, but she's not trying to make you better than them or anything like that, just trying to acknowledge you. But there is a female that she has under her daughter of her own, and it looks like maybe there's some sons there as well. She loves you very much, and she's thanking you for asking her to call in. Asking her to come in this evening, and she wishes that you would take better care of your health because you're neglecting yourself lately. She says, I want you to go to the doctor and have that thing taken care of. And she goes into the area of the sinuses, as if there's something going on with your sinuses. Does that make sense to you, honey?
No, really, no, not with my sinuses, but just overall body, and I have been to the doctor.
They have been.
And I was just diagnosed.
Oh, okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. I have osteoarthritis throughout my whole entire body.
Oh.
So I'm in a lot of pain all the time, and the only thing that I can take is ibuprofen, and ibuprofen upsets my stomach because I have stomach issues as well.
Oh.
So, yeah. So I'm thinking about moving again out of this area because I just came home, and the weather here is just
not good for you.
I'm just in agony.
Oh, is that California?
Yeah, I have to go to no, I'm in Tennessee.
Tennessee, okay. Yeah, I guess the words osteoarthritis and sinus and arthritis got mangled up there. But we'll see. All right, let me see what you have to say about where you're living, and then we'll let you go. What about that, Aunt? I didn't get her name or anything. Aunt, what
Lillian.
about? Okay, thank you, Aunt Lillian. Hold on one second. You should not stay there, she says. You do need to get away from the area. It's too humid for you.
Okay.
You need drier climate. She says you will be able to. She keeps going on about, though there is something to do with humidity and also breathing that goes with that. So I don't know what's going on with the sinuses. You may not say anything about it, but she kind of goes back to that as well with the humidity. And maybe it affects the arthritis as well. Better to be in a drier climate. Better to be in a drier climate.
Yep.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you so much, love.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to go to some life readings now. Geez, I'm just really, really on time tonight. I don't know what happened. It's kind of bizarre. Okay. Hey, card reader Brenda Bradshaw. That's so cool. Is she still here? Oh, no, she logged out. All right, let's go to Laura. Hi, Laura. This is Laura.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, good. So I'm just wondering what you see around job.
Okay, let's go to job. Can I ask the question, will she get a job? I need to know exactly what the question is.
Well, I have a couple part-time jobs, and I'm gonna try and get a full-time one, but I just got this one. I'm working with this lady, and I'm just wondering, her name is Carrie. I'm wondering, should I be working with her, or is it gonna work out, or?
All right, let's go to Carrie. Should she be working with Carrie? Yes or no? Yeah, she's a good gal. She's a good gal for you, actually. She's very ambitious, very industrious. She gives me the feeling, or when I go to her energy, as if it's a small business, not much going on around it. And so you might be feeling like I'm on a small ship and it could go under any moment. But I get the feeling she's very ambitious and she's going to be building something more, and that you will have employment with her for as long as you need it. It might be a little exhausting, though, from time to time, because she feels like it feels to me like she has this driver energy and she's trying to get things done as quickly as possible. But I'm also being told that you have a lot of energy and you can live up to the status of what she requires. So not to worry. Now, does that make sense to you, honey, before I continue?
Well, yes, she goes very fast and I'm trying to train with her and I'm like, God, you're not even like really teaching me. Does that make sense? So I'm thinking like, God, should I be doing this with this lady?
Well, it's good for now. You're going to learn a lot with her, even though you don't feel like you're learning a lot. But I feel like you need to get something more secure, because it feels like she's a one-woman show or something, or she's just one person, or she doesn't have a lot going on. And if she, it's just not secure. So you need to find something that's in maybe a larger organization with opportunity for advancement, yada, 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 yada. For your situation in life, you need more of that kind of situation. And also, I feel that under her umbrella, you won't ever be able to get ahead, really. She just wants a right-hand person she wants that will be there reading her mind for her. So let's move you forward to a job. But this is good, honey. It's a godsend for now because it is helping you pay your bills. Okay? So let's go now to full-time. Yes or no? Full-time for Laura? Yes or no? Yes, you get a full-time job very suddenly and very quickly in the next few weeks. You won't need to stay there much longer, and everything is going to fall in your lap just as you had anticipated. Good salary. Being in demand, being needed where you're going to work. It feels like there'll be a nice mix of men and women. It feels like it's a somehow, rather than just a regular.
I'm wondering where, because I'm just confused.
Let me say. Well, let me just say, honey, it feels like it's. I don't know. It feels like it's in the. Have you looked at all at working for law enforcement or something like that, like in the offices?
You know what? I used to work in law enforcement, actually.
Well, then that's a good lead
Federal.
for you. Federal. Yeah, well, I see you back in that. That's what I'm seeing right now. So you probably can use that background to get you a similar kind of job, and it won't take that long. I heard fall in your lap. So what I would recommend is go to where you used to work and sniff around, maybe talk to some of the people there, see if they have any leads for you. Okay?
Right. Okay.
All
okay.
Right. You're welcome, honey.
All right. Gosh, thank you.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. So we're going to go to Veronica, who's wanting a life question. Okay. Veronica, honey, I need you to just give me your question, honey. No background, all right?
I just need you to tell me what you see if my nephew's going to pull through.
Oh, that's right.
He had an accident.
Yeah. Oh, God. And it was a car accident, love?
Yes.
All right. And what is his name, please, honey?
Ian?
Ian, I-A-N?
No, R-Y-A-N.
Oh, Ryan. Okay. Let me just go to his disposition and see what's going on with Ryan. You are in area code 570. Hold on. Ryan.
No, he's not in this area, though.
Doesn't matter. I'm connecting. I need a couple of different pieces of info to connect to his vibe. You can give me the first letter of his last name. That would be another way to do it. What's his first letter of his last name? Veronica?
M, like Mary.
Thank you, sweetheart. That's what a psychic does usually. You get a couple of pieces of info, and then that helps them connect to that vibration. Hold on. This is for Veronica, 570. It's Rep Ryan, her nephew, and is Ryan M. Hold on. He will eventually. I don't feel that I feel that it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel that he will be getting back the use of his limbs. It'd be a lot of, like motor skills are impaired. There'll be a lot of rehab, and there'll be some permanent damage. But overall, it looks to me like he is going to be able to recuperate. Although right now, it's very, very bad. Was he intensive? They say intensive care.
Still in there, yeah.
Yeah, looks like they got something on every bone of his body right now. But he's going to recuperate is what I get. There's something in the chest area that's a little troubling to me, almost like his whole chest cavity was crushed. But like as if some of the
his crushed, his whole top to bottom.
Well, they've done things. They've done things for him that are absolutely amazing. I don't know. Wow, modern medicine, the miracle of modern medicine. So his chest cavity is very damaged, and that's sort of a critical area right now. From what I'm getting is like, when you affect the sternum like that, is what Spirit's showing me. It's very difficult to heal, but for some reason or other, they're doing a really, really great job with him. So it's it's going to be a long time, but the prognosis right now is be patient. Do your prayers, your vigilance. Know that you're in good hands with the doctors. They've done something really interesting with the chest cavity. I can't really. I'm going to try to give you some words, but somehow they were able to have lifted it up and allowed it to restabilize. So I don't know how else to say it, but looks like they've done fantastically wonderful things with Ryan. And he's not in pain. They're, stabilizing him and giving him, painkillers. And, he doesn't hardly know what's going on right now, actually. And I do feel a full recuperation over time, quite a bit of time.
Okay.
All right, honey?
Yes, definitely. They said. It's going to be a long, long time if he comes through, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's all, right now, everybody listening, let's all say a little prayer for Ryan. Okay, I'm just going to give a moment of silence. Let's all do that for Ryan. May Ryan recuperate and regain his strength in his body. Thank you, God. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for helping. Everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Veronica, for calling in, honey. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go to Lily. Lily. All right. Hey, Lily, what's going on?
Hey, it's Lily. I'm from California, and I am very pleased with life. I'm now ready for my dream job. Let me start over. My mind is a monkey brain. I didn't get the dream job that I was looking for. And I really know that means something other than what I thought was the job is something coming along.
Okay.
I just need...
Go ahead.
I need direction. I just need the direction. I just need... Do I sit back and wait? Do I go forward?
Yeah, well, let me see something. Let me see if the job that didn't come through, if it means that you're not on the right path, because it could mean a lot of things, sweetheart. Okay, so let me just first go to that question. I'm going to go silent. Does this mean that her dream, what she thought was her path is not her path, Spirit? Yes or no? You have a path. It's the right path. The path that you're thinking is your path is the right path. But you're being challenged in terms of belief systems, also in terms of setting things up, moving forward. It's not that you've been on the wrong path or that you wanted to go to the wrong path. It's that you need to just be patient. You're being tested to make sure you want the path also. And also there's different ways to get to where you want to go. The way you want to go is not available because it didn't come through. And what I'm getting is what you wanted was everything all at once. And what I'm hearing is it needs to be broken down a bit more. I'm trying to see more about it. Please don't tell me, love. Okay, please don't tell me what it is. Course in all sorts of, hold on. You're a healer. You're supposed to be healing people.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to do
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
You're going to do it. Don't you worry about a thing. I also see visions as if you might be going to India or some other country which is a lower standard of living for a while. But the reason I say that is because there's all kinds of people walking around with different kind of clothing, almost like loincloths and head wraps and things like that, kind of different. But in any event, you are a healer. You're being acknowledged you're a healer, and that healers have to learn to heal. Okay, they have to learn to apply the techniques and the tools, and then they start to co-create with universal mind. So you're on the path. You're doing what you need to do, but this is what they're calling an adept challenge by spirit to you, to make sure that you've developed the skills needed to weather the path, weather the storm, and that you're willing to break down the steps a bit more. So don't worry about it. Just keep at it is the answer, and that you will find again another opportunity coming along slowly, really slowly, not as fast as you'd like, but you have to break it down, chip away at it. You want everything sort of in one place, or in one package, and they're saying it can be broken down and you will get where you want to go. They're also saying that the path to where you want to go is just as important as getting there. So being a healer starts right now, in terms of little things, not just the big thing. So honor the path. Don't be frightened of it. Don't think less of yourself. You're healing 24/7 as of right now. You're a healer. It's not to be. It already is. Allow yourself to breathe in the sense, the feeling of healing. Heal yourself. Heal your belief systems. Heal those around you. Heal the world virtually. Do the healing now. Don't wait. And start with little things. There will be a transition. It will happen over time from what you're doing now, which you don't like, to pay the bills, to something else. But we must always love where we are to achieve what we want. We can't wait to start loving things until you can't wait to love. You have to start now. So you're in a position that you don't like. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know. I could be wrong, love, so you'll correct me in a moment. But like you have a day job, or you're doing something now that you're not that crazy about. But Spirit wants you to start sending it healing. It's almost if you heal where you're at, then the next thing comes in. And they're using healing, the idea of healing, as release work. Release work. Do you know what I mean by that, honey?
Okay. I am an LVN, and I wanted to be a school nurse because the hours were consistent with all my children's schedules. And what I'm doing right now, I feel honored that people allow me to come into their presence. I am an in-home health care provider.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I am also a Reiki master and a martial artist.
Oh, how neat.
I have background in traditional Chinese medicine as well as Western medicine.
Oh.
And I just don't want to put any more stress on my new marriage, and he says we're fine, but I feel like I need to contribute. And I'm wondering if I didn't get that position because we've been talking about expanding our family.
Oh. Well, one is not, you have to think big picture, darling, not small picture. The big picture is healer is who you are. Whether or not, let's just look at that then. Is it to expand her family now and pursue that later, Spirit? Yes or no? You won't ever give up your true identity, and we don't want you to. Spirit doesn't want you to. Want you to think of yourself always as a healer. That's your love. That's what you're talented and gifted at. Yeah, you're talented and gifted. However, they are moving you to do things a little more holistically, and that you would have more, because what you really, okay, this is the bottom line. Then I'm going to go to the next person. The bottom line is you want to have more of your own business. You really want to move into using some of these alternative methods in a practice of healing, and having your own child will require you to do that. Another child will require you to do that. So big picture, I see you doing that. I see you looking. It's very important to know what you want so you can get it if you don't ask for it. So let me see if you're going to have another child, or if you're going to want one, or whatever. Yeah, you can have another child. There's opportunity to have another child and then work on this healing idea of being a healer, but make it fit into the family life. That is your path, truly. Okay, so and the alternative medicine, particularly Chinese medicine, is very important. That was probably what I was seeing, these people dressed in these robes, that kind of a thing. Okay, honey?
Well, thank you so much for yours. I appreciate everybody's help. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to Amy, who wants a healing. And Eduardo, stay on the phone because I will get to you. Amy?
Hello?
Hello, sweetheart.
Hi.
Hi, honey. You want a healing? Go ahead, love, and tell me what the healing should be for, love.
Well, healing maybe in the sense of attracting the law of attraction of positive and harmonious relationships.
Yeah, that's great.
I've let go of a lot.
No, that's good. Okay, that's what I like to see healing for. I mean, healing is for manifesting health and or desires is how I look at it. Okay, let me just take a quick look at Amy's energy systems. Okay, just going.
Please.
Hold on, I need to focus here. I'm looking at your chakras to see which one would be most. Okay, the most important chakra is belief systems, and they're taking me to your third eye, believe it or not. Okay, as if you don't believe love is there for you. It's belief systems. And this comes in with a soul contract where your family life was set up to, I didn't see it below in the other chakras, I only see it here, that your family life was set up to feel that love is difficult. It's hard to have love. Right? Okay, so what you're working under is this soul contract that love is difficult. It's like a tape that you play. Love is difficult. Love is not possible. Love is difficult. Love is not possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that from your belief systems, which is attached right now to your soul plan. Okay, so and you can do this with me. We're going to put violet light into your third eye from front to back, the front of your forehead to the back. Beautiful violet light. Sending that in. And the affirmation to go with that is now, Amy knows that love is possible. Other people have love this lifetime. She now releases and relinquishes the illusion of lack of love and replaces it with the knowledge that love is possible just as much for her as for anyone else. She starts by loving her own life and inserting love tapes into her daily life. She does what she loves to do. She indulges herself and nurtures herself. And through that, she starts to prove to herself that love is possible, and she becomes the cause of love for self. As she does this, she learns how to love others better, and she learns how to believe in love. Start with love for yourself, and you will find that love from others and connections to others will follow. I'm going to also give you something called a third eye manifesting technique. Just go to my website. One of the pages on my website is the web page for this show, which is spiritmediumtv.com, and you will see the main menu. On the main menu at the top, you will see the word manifesting as a choice. Manifesting. Click on that, and you will go to the first item on that page is third eye manifesting. I like to combine healing, release work, as we just did with belief systems and energy. We just cleared the energy with manifesting work according to the item 1, third eye manifesting. When you do the two together, it's very powerful. Okay, so go look that up there, and that should help you. Okay.
Thank you so much. And I felt a lot of release in my heart chakra as well.
Wonderful.
Connection.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But, right, because they want to give me the top banana on that because we're on the radio show. So I didn't go through all the show. I mean, if I was doing one-on-one, I would have gone to each one, but they gave you a high-level healing today. So good. I'm glad you felt a release there.
I did, and I really do appreciate it. It's such old patternings. I want it gone. I want that
null and void.
Okay, sweetheart. All right. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart, for calling in, and good luck with that. Let me know how it goes, okay?
Okay, thanks. Blessings.
Thanks. Blessings to you. Bye-bye. I don't know how Eduardo. Hi, Eduardo. I don't know how you ended up going. Hi, sweetie. I don't know how you ended up going to the bottom of the queue. Did you get disconnected or something? Oh, okay. And I can't see everything when I'm working. I can only work on. I can't find you again. You know, I don't keep track of who I talk to. So please forgive us.
No worries.
All right.
No worries.
So go ahead, honey, and ask just your question. Don't give me background, love.
Sure. Just a question about prosperity and abundance, making money in my new business.
Okay. Is there a question? Just give me a specific question, unless you want a healing.
When do you see me making money with my new business?
Okay. Hold on, Eduardo. It's going to take a little time, longer than you were considering. I get 8 months that you're going to start seeing profitability. Before that, and instantly, and maybe this has already begun, but I see monies coming in. But profitability will be a little bit farther down. And actually, to think about it, 8 months is not a very long time to go profitable, but I don't know the scope of the business. So what I'm getting is 8 months, you will start to see the balance sheets go from red to black, meaning from money going out mostly to money coming in. But I do see money trickling in immediately, which will be your confirmation that you're on the right track. And I also see that every month it seems to increase. You do not need to worry much about operational issues. It seems like you were getting sidetracked or thinking that you needed to rethink and or reorganize. They're saying that everything you've done, the setup is pretty good, and just let it go. Work the system. Don't tear it apart and rework it again, which is something that you've done in the past. And, you know, you forget. You just forget. You just think that, I guess you get a little nervous. We all do. And then you tear it apart and you try to start again. Let it go the way it is. Work it the way it is. It is well done the way you're doing it. It's right. Okay. All right. Don't break it down. Have any other questions to go with that, love?
I don't know. Maybe thinking about moving to the West Coast. Do you think that's a good move at the end of the year?
To Florida? You mean Florida?
To the West Coast. No, moving out.
Oh, to California, you mean?
Coast.
Yeah, West Coast could mean West Coast of Florida or West Coast of U.S. So West Coast to California, right. Yes or no? Is this Eduardo? Yes, it's a good idea for you. Fresh start, breath of fresh air. Yeah, I like it. I'm getting a yes on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, honey. Cool. Yeah. Thank
you so much. Good to talk to you.
Same here, love. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Okay. If you would like a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com, and if you put radio show in the event code field, you will get a 25% discount, which is 33% more time. I want to thank everybody for calling in today, and I look forward to working with you Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.